Hi, I'm Christian. Welcome back to another On the Road video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Today we're working on a top-load GE high-efficiency washing machine. We are going to be replacing the lid switch. Reason being is whenever we start a cycle here, I'll just put it on the drain and spin and push start. It doesn't do anything at all. So down on the motor there's an LED that's blinking and it's telling us that it's in a standby state. So I had tested the lid switch and it is in an open condition, so that is why we were replacing the lid switch. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for proper voltage. The tools you will need for this repair are a flat blade screwdriver or a pair of technician tweezers, some electrical tape, some wire strippers, a 1/4 inch nut driver or a drill incorporated with a 1/4 inch bit, and 2 wire nuts. To begin this repair, we're going to, of course, disconnect the power here, just unplug it from the wall. Next, we're going to pop this front panel off. So you have to pop the mushroom clips. They're located, there's 2 of them located. One's on the right side, one's on the left side. I'm using a pair of technician tweezers. You can use a flat blade screwdriver, something that won't damage the front of the machine. So you're gonna locate the clip right here. So you're gonna push up on the clip and pull out on the front panel, and do the same for the other side. Front panel will pop, you can lean it towards you, pull straight up and set it aside. The next step we're going to do is remove the 1/4 inch screws that are securing the top panel in place. So again, it's a 1/4 inch screw. There's one on each side. And here's the other side. So once the 2 1/4 inch screws have been removed, you can go ahead and lightly lift up on this panel here. Just pull forward a little bit and lift up. Once you're lifting up, you can slide the panel to the left to remove it from the clips here on your control panel. So once the top panel is removed from its original position, we can go ahead and flip it to the right a little bit so we can gain access to the lid switch here. You can see there's a little clip here that needs to be depressed. The lid switch needs to then be pushed in and manipulated and be pulled right out so we can replace it. So I'm gonna bend this tab in, push the lid switch up, push on the lid switch forward, and then manipulate the lid switch a little bit and get it out of the slot right here. So this is the old lid switch. You could see where the wires have been cut a little bit. That's where I tested the lid switch last time to make sure it was bad. So those places where it's been spliced, I'm actually going to cut because we do have to splice a new lid switch in. They do not come as a connector. Make sure that the power is off when you're doing this. I'm just going to splice these back a little bit. Now I'm going to shorten the new lid switch wires just by cutting some of the excess off. Once I've cut those wires off, I'm going to, using my wire strippers, strip the wire back a little bit so I can splice the lid switch to the old wires on the washer. Now we're ready to splice the wires together. Now when you're splicing the wires together, of course orange is going to go with the orange, and then the yellow is going to go with the yellow with the red tracer. So I'm going to do the orange wire first. Once the wire nuts are securing the wires correctly, we want to go ahead and tape the wire nuts and the wires together using black electrical tape. Now that the new lid switch is spliced into place, we're going to go ahead and start reinstalling the rest of the washer to get it operational. So we're going to start with the lid, and again we do have to fish that switch through the lid. So I'm going to open the lid and then start fishing the switch through the opening here. The wires are going to face towards you. You're going to put the lip in the groove and then push down on the switch. Once it's secure, you can't push it back through the opening. Once the lid switch has been installed, we're ready to reinstall or resecure the top panel here. The first thing we want to do is get the control panel the control panel tabs here. You want to insert them into the openings, line it up correctly. Once they're inserted, you want to move the top panel to the right, just like that. Now you're going to pull on the top panel towards you a little bit because there's more tabs on the underside that need to slide into the top panel to secure it into place. Once it's secured into place, we can go ahead and re-secure the front of the panel with the 2 1/4-inch screws. Now we're going to reinstall the front panel here. What you want to do is there's 2 tabs at the bottom of the frame of the washer that insert into the front panel here. So you want to go ahead and get those tabs inserted into the slots. Once it's inserted, sometimes you will have to manipulate the front panel a little bit, play with it to get it lined up correctly. As you can see, there's a few tabs that are going to align with the front panel. So once you have it aligned correctly, you can just push straight back and you'll hear 2 clicks. Once you hear the 2 clicks, the front panel is secure, and that will complete the repair. Thank you for watching another quality in-home repair video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.